Good afternoon, my dear teachers. I am Yovino from St. Paul Secondary School. Today we get an opportunity for this in-house training program. So I would like to thank our respected principal SK Pillai along with Vendor sir and Ajit sir. Today our topic is Happy Teachers Create Happy Classroom, and our resource person is SHRAMANA ma'am. So now I would hand over this topic to her.
Night.
Thank you, Yuvi ma'am. So today my topic is Happy Teacher Creates Happy Classroom. Let's start the topic. Today I woke up to the greatest gift, a New York Times article about how happy teachers create happy classroom. If we want to give students a chance, Sorry for the interruption. If we want to give students a chance to understand what true happiness comes from in life, mind blown, I have been thinking, praying, and dreaming about the idea of the past 2 years as I have made this coaching practice for teachers a reality. And now it's validated in the New York freaking Times. If we truly want to cultivate happiness in our homes and schools, we can't just play it a tip service. Teachers must model behaviors that, according to Dr. Sipla, make us happier, healthier, and more productive. As teachers, we are the greatest influence on our students during the school day. We know this. We hope to that they want to create a happy classroom. A happy classroom is every teacher's dream. This can be achieved without compromising academic results and the personal growth of the students. So, how do you know balance happiness and learning? Read on to learn tips on how to achieve a happy classroom. We must show students that success in school and life is about more than your performance. Success is about the way we move through life. Success in the end is about our happiness, prosperity, and positive impact on those around us. Teachers have long known that success in life isn't measured by your salary, but so now the question is, what are our students learning about success through our behavior? How do we promote the real definition of success for our students? We have to model that. Rather by your impact on the world, but success is also about happiness. And I venture to say that there are a lot of us teachers out there who don't model happy for our students very well. It's okay, I get it. No need to feel guilty. Let's instead feel convicted. Convicted to do better each day and remember what our purpose really is as a teacher. Sorry. Here are the tips that Dr. Emma Sepla, the author of the Happiness Tract and Science Director of Stanford University Center for Compassion and Altruism Research and Education, gives in the New York Times article for modeling happiness, along with a few thoughts from me too. Now, the first one is live in moment. Instead of focusing on our to-do list or our 10 classroom objectives that we have to get through today, just focus on the present moment. What are you doing right now? What is important about this moment? How can you fulfill your teacher purpose right now? Read more of my thoughts on this over at my post Cultivating Mindfulness as a Teacher. Mindfulness is a synonym for staying in the moment because it is all about keeping your mind focused in that present. The second point is manage your energy. Dr. Sepla articulated this one so nicely. We often think we have to be excited and high energy all the time, but modeling low energy positive emotions like calm is absolutely critical for students understanding balance of emotion. This one can be helped by doing some mindfulness in the classroom activities found there. Number 3 is do nothing. It's important for you to have drawn time in and out of school. Self-care and quiet time is super important. Read more about self-care for teachers here, but Dr. Sepla also encourages us as teacher to build in some downtime or what I call margin time into your day. This is absolutely intuitive to our get more done in less time profession. We try to squeeze absolutely every ounce of instructional time from our day with students, but that can actually be counterproductive. Building in more downtime and more margin can help students learn the yin and yang of true productivity. No one can be balls to the wall at this time. Students need to quick break every once in all while for a go noodle, singing a song, a joke, or just to breathe. Our next point is kind to yourself. Focus on self-compassion over self-criticism. Self-criticism is so tempting for us recovering perfectionists, but it will wreak havoc on your students' ability to learn in our classroom. They will stop taking risks and stepping out of their comfort zone. Worst of all, they may also develop their inner critic instead of building their inner cheerleader. Need to work on this one? Check out my post of cultivating self-compassion or even check out selfcompassion.org with 3 simple exercises you can do to practice this skill. The next is be kind to others. This one comes down to classroom culture. If we want students to treat each other with respect and kindness, then we must take sure that we are modeling kindness and respect as well. Check that you are treating students with respect and love. Our great resource is teaching with love and logic, which will help you to discipline with calmness and respect while staying consistent and firm. Check for local workshops on the method as well. It's a winner for sure. Once management is in check and respect in the norm in your classroom, you can encourage and recognize students being kind to each other in genuine ways. I absolutely love that others are beginning to see the connection between wholehearted teaching and student success. Freebie bar block 10 habits. Let's start a movement together of teachers who, number 1, that love their jobs, number 2, love their lives, 3 are positive, 4 are whole, number 5, take risks and fail forward, number 6, get real, 7, grow continually, number 8, take time themselves, know your own needs, and number 9, the thrive in their teacher lives, and last but not the least, that is who's with me. Now we can say in this that number 2, all my love. Allison, a teacher's best friend. Being a wholehearted teacher is hard and requires daily effort. Snag my feet, cheated shit. Top 10 habits of wholehearted teachers to help you get started on your wholehearted teaching journey. You can do this. Our next point is use humor. Use any opportunity to use humor in inside the classroom. After all, who doesn't want to laugh, tell a joke, funny story, or any unforgettable experience? Try not to take things too seriously all the time. Whatever subject you are teaching, you can relate it to real world situations to better engage students. Number 4 is give praise. Do not underestimate the power of praise. Children love to be told that they are awesome. It can be as simple as saying good job or an announcement to the rest of the class. Instead of highlighting what is wrong, do the opposite and have good behavior stand out. Students want that kind of attention and will work hard to get it. Number 5 is give choices. Usually teachers set the rules and decide how things will go inside the classroom. Students rarely get a chance to make choices for themselves. Allowing students to have a say in what or how they will learn is a good way to make them happy. Doing so well gives students some degree and independence and shows that you trust them. Number 6, allot time for play. Playtime is important in a child's development. It helps them grow mentally, socially, and emotionally. Playing is a great creative outlet, allows students to try different things and teaches them how to interact with others. Of course, there's time for everything and too much of anything is bad. Solution: know the right time when to play. And number 7 is give students a break. Students learn best when they are given a chance to rest their brains throughout the school day. The purpose is to refocus students and prevent mental burnout. After each lesson, give students some time off. Even a 5-minute break will also help us. A 5-minute break also will go for a long way. Now, how to creating a happy classroom? There are 5 ways to spread the happiness, that is written by Steph Cashwell, posted in PASHE blog. As a teacher, the idea of creating a happy classroom is normally at the top of our agenda. Forget the staff room community and the satisfaction of finishing a pile of marking and the joy of finding the missing glue lid. What teachers simply want is for children to be happy. But how can you create a happy classroom? What can you put in place to ensure that the happiness of everyone, you included, is easily put into a place? Well, thanks to our Happy Centered School program, we have got a few tricks as our sleeve to help you. Now, why is creating a happy classroom necessary? In August 2019, the annual Good Childhood Report from the Children's Society found overall happiness among 10 to 15-year-olds had dipped below 8 on a scale, and it is about 1 to 10. With an average of 7.89, nearly 5% of those surveyed reported happiness scores below 5 out of 10, which equates the approximately 219 lakh children in the UK being unhappy with life as a whole. It also reported that there was a significant dip in happiness with school in 2016-17. So as the report says, as a society, we have to start taking children's well-being more seriously. And as educators, we are in a prime position to do this. At risk of sounding like the Six Spice Girl, what we really want is for the children to come in every morning full of excitement, ready and eager to start the day ahead. We want them to leave at the end of the day with smiles on their face, inspired by lessons we have taught. But it's not always that easy. From family unemployment and poverty to young career roles and neighborhood issues, many other factors can stand in our way. Creating a happy classroom therefore becomes crucial. 5 ways to create a happy classroom. A classroom should be a space where happiness takes precedence, where children are always met with a smile and with positivity. It's a space where their well-being is as important as their academic achievement. So how can we create one? Number one, providing support. Creating a support network can help to build happiness in the classroom. From friends, family, and adults within the school, children soon realize that they have important people to turn to when they need them. Feeling lonely and weak now here to turn can do much damage a child's mental health and well-being. By creating a classroom with a clear support system in place, children's overall happiness and confidence can increase. It's not easy for all children to understand how to support others within the classroom. Either it's a skill that needs to be explicitly taught to some working together to establish what that support looks like within your classroom can help those who struggle with this aspect of personal relationship and confirm your expectation to the rest. Number two, celebrating achievement and success. Celebrating individual and group achievements can do much to enhance the happiness in your classroom. Studies have shown that reward and recognition can go a long way to boosting people's confidence and morale. When we achieve our goals, our brain sends messages to our body to say, well done. We realize that neutral meters such as serotonin, the happy chemical, and the dopamine, the motivation and reward chemical, which help us to feel great. In both children and adults, the level of dopamine and serotonin that we have in our bodies plays a part in our overall well-being, digestion, and sleep. The more serotonin and dopamine, the happier we tend to be. Celebrating mistakes can help here too. Creating a happy classroom starts with an understanding of the importance of growth mindset and of learning from our mistakes. As much as strikers and smiley faces can work wonders with happiness, and enjoyment of intrinsic happiness is important too. Build in time for children to reflect on things they are proud of and why. Number three, teaching self-confidence. Confidence can increase happiness, but it's not something we are all naturally born with. For many of us, it is a learned skill that improves with age, experience, and practice. A happy classroom embraces this journey and provides opportunity for children to learn this skill in their own time with the support of those around them. For children to be successful, they need to be able to manage and overcome their fears, worries, and limiting beliefs and problems. They also need to look at how other people portray confidence, even though they may not naturally be confident at all. This can be quite the revelation for some children. Give children a wide range of vocabulary to indicate confidence. Talk about inner belief, optimism, courage, and determination so that children understand what these traits and the importance of them. Make it part of everyday classroom discussions and model what it's like to struggle with something, persevering until you get the hang of it. Share any relevant experience from outside of school or your own childhood that can show them what happiness when you have the confidence to continue. Gentle encouragement and recognition of their efforts can be almost children need to slowly build their confidence. Slow and steady wins the race every time. Number 4 is building positive relationships. Having positive relationships with peers and adults within the school can do much when creating a happy classroom. Sadly, not all children have such positive relationship outside of school. So providing a consistently happy, positive environment within it can contribute heavily to their overall happiness. Teaching and modeling what positive relationships look like will help children as they learn how to build their own. Some may not have the confidence or the understanding and will therefore learn a lot from how you build positive relationships with each people and with other adults in the classroom or school. As the children begin to build their positive relationship, it will not only improve their overall happiness, but it will give them a sense of belonging and feeling valued. It will help to develop their self-confidence and give a sense of security and comfort. Most importantly, it will teach them how to communicate openly, trying out new ideas without fear of judgment. All of these skills will stand them in good stead as they make new positive relationships later in life. It will also help them identify when a relationship is not a positive influence and how this can impact their well-being. Number 5, developing coping skills. Developing coping skills, life isn't fair. Decisions and situations rise up and are out of our immediate control. Children and adults can find this one of life's toughest lessons. What is in our control, however, is how we cope and react when times get tough. In order to feel happy, we need to feel in control. If children develop core strategies early on, they can apply their throughout their life and adapt them to suit any situation. If we are able to teach children to understand their emotions as well as how their body may feel and react during times of stress, they will be able to identify what they have need to do and to be in feel later. It's not a case of simply shying away from a challenge when it presents itself either. It's about developing coping behaviors that can help children to manage their emotions successfully. Children with a bank of copying strategies up their sleeves can do much for creating a copy classroom and for children's overall mental health and well-being. A positive and happy influence. Creating a happy classroom isn't just about smiling every day. It's about developing an environment that looks after the whole child and helps them build strategies to feel happier about all aspects of their lives. All the things listed above are interwoven and all are equally important in helping you achieve this. As teachers, we are the privileged position to be a constant positive influence in the lives and of our peoples. This is a position we should feel proud of. Creating a happy classroom is just the beginning. अगर यहाँ से आप लोग डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हो तो प्लीज इसको दोबारा इसी लिंक से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. So a positive and happy influences. Creating a happy classroom isn't just about smiling every day. It's about developing an environment that looks after the whole child and helps them build strategies to feel happier about all aspects of their lives. All the things listed above are interwoven and all are equally important in helping you listed above are achieving this. As teachers, we are the privileged position to be a constant positive influence in the lives of our pupils, and this is a position we should feel proud of. So creating a happy classroom is just the beginning. So in conclusion, we can say that creating a happy classroom environment is a common goal for many teachers. Inject fun, humor, and playtime while ensuring focused learning takes place too. Make sure students feel safe, valued, and successful, and that each one feels challenged and achievable goals. So teachers who can achieve a perfect balance between fun and hard work will not only get better results when it comes to grades, but also have happier students under their care. If you would like to learn more, check out Happy Teachers Change the World, a guide for cultivating mindfulness in the classroom. So having positive relationship with peers and adults within the school can do much when creating a happy classroom. Sadly, not all children have such positive relationship outside of school. So providing a consistently happy, positive environment within it can contribute heavily to do their overall happiness. So it is all about building positive relationships. Now, except all these things, we can say the next point is developing coping skills, that is decision and situations rise up and are out of our immediate control. So at that moment, children can find these one of life's toughest lessons. What is in our control, however, is how we cope and react when times get tough. In order to feel happy, so we need to feel in that control. If children develop core strategies early on, they can apply them throughout their life and adopt them to suit any situation. If we are able to teach children to understand their emotions as well as how their body may feel and react during times of stress, they will be able to identify what they need to do to feel better. And it's not a case of simply staying away from a challenge when it presents itself either. It's about developing coping behaviors that can help children to manage their emotions successfully. Children with a bank of coping strategies up and their sleeves can do much more, creating a happy classroom for children's overall mental health and well-being. So about it, we can say there are another point, that is a positive and happy influence. Creating a happy classroom isn't just about smiling every day. As we said before, it's about developing an environment that looks after the whole child and helps them build strategies to feel happier about all aspects of their lives. All the themes listed above the what to do list, and all are equally important in helping you to achieve this. As teachers, we are the privileged position to be a constant positive influence in the lives of our peoples, and this is a position we should feel proud of. Creating a happy classroom is just a beginning. So teachers who can achieve a perfect balance between fun and hard work will not only get better results when it comes to grades, but also have happier students under their care. If you'd like to learn more, we should create a happy classroom environment that is about based on a common goal for many teachers. Inject fun, humor, and playtime while ensuring focused learning takes places too. Make sure that students feel safe at that time. Make sure that students feel valued at that moment and successful, and that each one feels challenged with achievable goals. Our next point is live in the moment. That is, instead of focusing on our to-do list that is about 10 classroom objectives that we have to get through today, just focus on the present moment. What are you doing right at that moment? What is important about this moment? And how can you fulfill your teacher purpose right now? Read more of my thoughts on this over at my post Cultivating Mindfulness as a Teacher. Mindfulness is a synonym for staying in the moment because it is all about